Okay. Okay, we're starting this again. Welcome, everyone.
No, you don't have to start it over. Don't start it over. Just play your slides and we'll splice it.
Yeah, we will. I'm
Okay.
just saying
So
welcome.
one thing that I love about Trinot is it means change life. We're a debt-free company. We just launched in Canada in April, but have been in the industry for 10 years. One thing, so I'll tell you a little story, is my 3-year-old, when he was born with a lot of health issues. Anyways, I was in the NICU for a long time and went down this like rabbit hole where I researched everything. So I researched like all about ingredients, what things I was putting in my body. And what I learned is that, like Benny said, like 95% of supplements in the industry are synthetic. And I wasn't willing to put chemicals in my body anymore, or any synthetic products. So what I decided to do was just cut everything. And it wasn't until I saw this company that I was like, this checks all my boxes. It was plant-based, no chemicals, no synthetic. And it wasn't just like plant-based. Every product is based on raw whole foods. That to me was really important. It was like everything was gluten-free. It just checked off all of my boxes. Everything was, do you want to go to the transparency promise, Betty? But it had everything. So it's like no phosphates, no glutens, no artificial flavors. Like this is like kind of like basically saying everything in our all of our products are so clean and they're really green. So it checked all my boxes that I was like, you know what, I'm interested. I want to try them. And then when I did try them, they were like insane. One other cool thing is Trinot is projected to be the fastest growing company in 2022, 2023. So that's like kind of exciting. I love that actually. It makes me really excited. Do you want to go to the next slide there? And then maybe I'll pass to Adrian.
Hey, y'all. So I've been with Trinot for 2 years. And one of the most important things for me when I was looking at making a switch to come to Trinot was not just the high quality of ingredients. The compensation plan was really important, but for me, the number one thing was the integrity of the founders of the company. And one of the things that truly aligned my belief and my vision and what I had my hands on was that we have a scientific advisory board. And the advisory board is not just a group of doctors that are paid for their endorsement, but they are actual experts in their field who have spent decades researching and are actually part of product development. And so that was really important to me, that they're not just saying, yes, these products are incredible, but they are hands-on in the middle of the product development and the education of why these products are what they are and the way that they are. And if you want to go back a couple of slides, while we're here, I'll just talk a second about the founders and the owners. So Trinot was actually founded as a wealth, education, and financial management company. And the supplements in the United States weren't introduced until 2017. So 4 years after they started the company. These men are not only brilliant in the way that they have set this company up for success, but they're also beautiful humans. And I'm going to tell you that that really hit me as something that was really important for my alignment here as well. I was on a call very similar to this, and I knew I had looked at the products, I had looked at the compensation plan, and my question was, are they good? Are they good people? Are the people nice? And it was kind of it's been a running joke, but it was really, really, really critical for me to know that I was going to be in a company that was safe, not just as a business owner, right? But what I was able to give to my network, to my friends, my family, the people that I love and cherish the most. I wanted to be able to know that what I had in my hands was going to be a safe product or a safe business or safe anything for them. And what I love the absolute most about Trinot is that the vision is to impact 1 billion lives for good. That can be through the products, through the business, through the wealth education side, but also we have a commitment to lifting where we live and giving back, being a ripple of impact in our communities with ongoing charity work, whether it is feed or, sending self-care bags to women's shelters, putting air conditioning into low income schools in the United States and abroad. Every single month, there is a different community initiative that is to give back, that is unrelated to products or compensation or business. And that to me was really, really important, and a reason that I felt so aligned here, knowing that I had the community piece, I had the give back piece, I had really great humans, and the products and compensation plan were kind of the cherry on top.
Amazing. So I come from being a social worker for 10 years. So making a difference and serving and sharing is at the heart of everything I do. And we're going to jump into some of our favorite products. And I'm really excited because I'm going to do a demo, which my past industry, that's what we did. So we're going to demonstrate the first product. And this one is our digestive enzyme. It is a digestive enzyme with a stabilized pre and probiotic. Now, Maverick and I did a little live today to talk about digestion and how important it was. He was all over it. It was so cute, Nance. And literally, digestion is like one of the most important things for our overall health, for our gut health, but also for absorbing nutrients and feeling good. So I don't know, let's take a hands out there. Has anybody get like bloating or, oh, sorry, I always forget to stop my screen share. Does anyone else ever experience food sensitivities, bloating, heartburn, some of those things? So I didn't realize, I don't know about you, Donna, but I didn't realize that the enzymes in our body actually start to decrease as we get older. So I have started taking 2 of these before most meals. And Trent was actually the one who started taking them first, and he had heartburn every single night. I'm talking, if we had salad and chicken, he had heartburn. If we had steak, he had heartburn. And about 2 weeks, maybe even a week after we were having dinner, and I was like, I haven't heard you say the word heartburn for a couple of weeks. And then we took them away over Thanksgiving, and we were like eating and drinking all weekend, and I felt good. I was also traveling, and I tend not to be able to have bowel movements when I'm away. And I felt so much better when I got back. So I'm going to do a little demonstration on how they work. So essentially, the food we put into our body is either adding nutrients or taking it away. So the perfect example is we had pizza on Friday night. This is like, you guys, a boxed pizza. It's been sitting there, and it's not going to change, right? So this is pretty like doot doot. And then there's the banana. It's been sitting there since Friday, and it's turning brown. It's like banana bread time, So if we're not breaking down our food, this is what's happening. All right. So we're going to use pudding, a processed food. So any cooked or processed food will not break down without digestive enzymes. I did not know this. I thought I could just eat. And the digestive enzymes, how they work is they break them down to the smallest molecule so you can absorb the nutrients. So we're going to add a couple of the digestive enzymes. So I have some in my purse. We have them before we eat. I'm going to just tilt my screen so you guys can see. So this is a pudding. It's like thick, goopy, the pudding. And we're going to add 2 capsules in here and just watch the magic. So the other thing that I've been learning about digestive enzymes, so have you ever, have Thanksgiving dinner or lunch and you feel like you have a food coma after, and you're just like, man, I need to take a nap or sit down. I have so much energy. And part of that is because I'm actually processing my food. So 80% of our energy goes into digesting our food. So that is why that happens. Ooh, thanks, Trent. So we're just going to mix that in like so. And then the other thing for me is I have food sensitivities and I don't do well with gluten. So we made this pizza, even though it doesn't look appetizing out. When it was hot and out of the oven, I decided to eat a piece. And I woke up Saturday morning and my stomach was like a rock. And Trent actually said, why don't you try taking a couple enzymes? So I took a couple enzymes and I felt so much better. So this has just been sitting here for a little bit of time. And you're going to see the magic. So this is like, you know, the demo is, this is like your processed cooked food that you're eating. And it has liquefied. So imagine that cleaning out your gut, your intestines, everything. Isn't that cool, Donna?
That is so crazy.
Every time. So that is pretty darn cool. Does anyone else want to share? Nancy, do you want to share what the digestive enzymes have done for you?
Yeah, like I've taken digestive enzymes in the past and I haven't really noticed anything, but yeah, like when I traveled to Mexico, I made sure I took them because we were eating out so much. And, you know, I don't like the feeling of being bloated, gassy when I'm on vacation, or just can't go, because then if you can't go, you're just miserable. So I made sure I took them with me and I felt fabulous. And it was like everything we ate, I was fine. I was like, it's crazy how like I've done so many different types. This by far, I'm actually seeing a difference, which is crazy because I've done so many different supplements in my life and I've never found something that I've noticed a difference, right? So that's pretty awesome.
And this is a full spectrum digestive enzyme. So that means it's going to help digest all the different things. So your fats, your carbs, your dairy, and even your fiber. So things like beans and vegetables need to be broken down in your body. So that is pretty cool. And I think that this is like one of the products that I'm just like, everybody needs this. So that was one of my first and favorite products. The next one is my absolute favorite. This is the one that literally I'm moving careers for, you guys.
Jenny, before you do that, do you want to
Yeah.
share the slides of the befores and during?
Oh, yes. Yes. Thank you.
So
We're going to share some pictures here.
I'll just share with you guys really quickly. So the before and after progress picture, the one on the left is me, and the one on the right is Benny. So the one on the left, I was taking 3 different products, both the Mojo and the Enrich as well as the Glow. So we'll talk about those, but Benny talked about like bloating and inflammation. But like when you look at my pictures, I only lost about, I think it was 7 pounds in 2 weeks. It felt and looked like 30, but it really wasn't that much. It just goes to show you, like when your body works that hard to break down your food, it's like working in overtime. It creates that like bloating and, you know, inflammation that causes that, right? So like the same as if you go for a run and you're like, oh, I hurt my knee, you're going to get swelling in your knee because your body's trying to compensate for something else. So this product really works wonders. I'll just quickly share another story. You can stop sharing there, Benny, if you want.
Oh, can I just share about mine really quick? So this is actually me, you guys. On the right, this was a month. So I think I shared that Trent was down 7 pounds and no heartburn. And I had been taking the collagen, just the collagen. And so I was like, okay, that's it. I'm taking these enzymes. So I am down 18 pounds now. You can see from my pants, there's a big difference there. And once again, yeah, I just feel pretty amazing. So that's that.
Wow.
So one thing I was just saying there is we went out, a couple of girlfriends and I went out for nachos, like nothing like too crazy. And before, when I would eat, I would like not even be done my meal and I'd be running to the washroom. And we went out for nachos and sweet potato fries a couple weeks ago. It was the first time in a long time that I forgot to take my Enrich with me. And I made it through the meal, picked up my son from daycare, and like it's only a 15-minute drive. And I kid you not, I did not know if I was going to make it. I did not make it. I actually pulled into the gas station, but he's 3 and he's in the back of the car saying, don't poop your pants, mommy. Don't poop in the car. You can hold it. You can do it. And like, he was cheering me on because these are the things I say to him when he's like, I need to poop. Anyway, we made it to a gas station, and, you know, here I am running in there, and I'm sitting in the big stop gas station, like just in misery right now. And he's looking at me, and I'm thinking, this has not happened in months. And it was because I didn't take my digestive enzymes. Years ago, I didn't know that I had IBS. I just thought that was normal. I ate a Big Mac and it would go right through me. Like, I thought I was eating garbage. It wasn't working for me. Now I know that my body it was the way my body saying, what the heck's going on here? Get rid of it. It was irritated, and all the pieces just kind of fit together. But this product is amazing for anyone who has like any type of bloating or inflammation, but Crohn's, colitis, IBS, gluten or dairy intolerances, like so many things. Nikki, I know you have a good story about that. Do you want to share yours?
You want me to share about Enrich or Glow? I have a story for both.
I would do Enrich. I love your story because it shows that not only how the gut basically is like our second brain, it's a control system for everything else.
Yeah. So for me, you know, a lot of what's going on inside your body is a reflection. You know, you see your skin, if you're having acne or if you're having rashes or, you know, like that Polaris kind of thing on your arms. Well, for me, I'm allergic to or intolerant to grains. So not even just a gluten allergy for me. I can't have any grains. And you know, when I would have them, when I would eat grains, I would break out in a terrible, I don't know if you can see that, guys. There was like hives all over my body. And that was a huge like red flag. Like there's a ton of inflammation happening in my body and in my gut. My gut was severely unhealthy and unbalanced, and it was leaky. And I was going to like functional medicine doctors. I was doing all the things, you guys. And they're like, you got to get your gut in check. So started taking the digestive enzymes, and I can see it in my skin. That's where I'm really noticing a difference, is it's coming out in my skin. I'm able to eat grains in smaller portions and not have chronic hives. Those are chronic hives. Like that is, you know, that's your body screaming, listen to me. That's a nudge, you know, like you got to pay attention. Right. So started to take the digestive enzymes, and now I'm able to eat foods that I was never able to eat before. And I feel like that's a huge testament to what it means to properly feed your body whole, raw supplements, things that are good for you. You know, so I'd rather pay the price now and, you know, get the high quality supplements than pay the price later when I'm sick and, you know, all the things. So it's been wonderful just to be able to eat foods again.
That's amazing. Okay, we're gonna move on to the collagen now. And as I was saying, this is my like love. And it literally is a product, the first product probably I've ever had in 7 years in the industry that I have turned my head and was like, I need more of this. So this is a hydrolyzed collagen. It has 7 different patents, meaning that it is the best of the best. And I'll get someone else to share a little bit more about the science behind it. But what I love is that I felt results from this right away. So I had it for about a week, and this is actually why I called up Nancy and I was like, dude. So I had a breast reduction 2 years ago. And my scars have mostly faded, and I had quite a long recovery. And a couple weeks after using the collagen, I was getting out of the shower and I noticed my scars were fading. After 2 years, they really hadn't changed. And they started fading just after a couple weeks on the collagen. Then I noticed I had plantar fasciitis, and I have a hip injury from jazzercise aerobics from my late 20s. And it just like was chronic. Like it didn't matter what I did. I went to physio, athletic therapy, and probably after like 5 to 7 years, I just gave up on it. I was like, this is just pain. I'm just going to always have it. And I had to stop running because of it. And my plantar fasciitis, definitely having my son made things worse. And I also would get carpal tunnel in my arms, usually in the summer, and my feet would get the plantar fasciitis would come back. So just probably a week into using this, I was like, that's interesting. My hip pain seems to really be gone. And then I thought maybe it's just the sun is shining and, you know, all the things. And I ran out of the collagen when I called Nicole and I was like, how do I get more of this stuff? Like, yeah, I will sell Maverick on the black market. Like, just how do I get this? And so I was waiting for it to come. And Trent was like, what are you doing? I'm like checking the door. I think it might be coming today. And in that time, a couple weeks, I really could notice the pain coming back. So I was like, okay, it wasn't the sunshine. It was the collagen. And then at Thanksgiving, I was talking to my mom, and we have very similar bodies, as genetics usually happens. And she is quite active for being 70, but she also has hip pain and similar things. So I was like, Mom, will you just try it? Like, just try it. And same thing, she had her collagen, and then she actually was traveling down in the States, and she called me and said, can you ship this down to Susan's house? Because I need more. And she actually just signed up today because my dad also wants to start using the collagen. So that is my story with the collagen. I was blown away, and I called up Nancy and I was like, listen, if 2 years ago I knew I could take this and heal from surgery and have my hip feel better, I would be taking it. And now I've started running again. I can do spin without being sore. And not only that, like, I honestly noticed it in my hip, but I've also noticed, like, I'm not wearing any makeup and I am glowy. I put on lipstick for you guys tonight, but I'm just noticing a brightness in my skin. And oh, this is the other one. I have never had nails. Like, they were always just really brittle and dry. And it was about a couple weeks ago, and I just started being like, what do I have? I actually had to go buy a nail file. Maverick thought it was a sword, and we did our nails on Friday night and he was like, what is this sword? I was like, it's a nail file. I have to do my nails now. So that's just a few things that I love. You're going to say something too?
Yeah, I gotta say something. Oh. No.
No, he's actually here at my house, but he's on his other screen.
Yeah.
What are
this is
you
what-
going to say?
Well, when we first started dating, I was constantly finding hair everywhere in my bed. Oh, maybe a little too much information here. You know, like on the counter when we were eating,
The
but
floor
the
everywhere.
floor everywhere. But I was thinking like a couple days ago that I found a hair somewhere, and I was like, I haven't seen a hair for months probably, because it's just not falling out anymore.
It's not falling out anymore. And when I'm in the shower now, my hair just wasn't growing. And it was like kind of always stuck at this certain phase. And when I was in the shower, it would just be like clumps on the wall, you know? And now it's like a couple strands. And
Yeah.
I was like, what is happening? And I have had noticeably, like, we're in a dinner club and with our friends, like when we go out, they're like, your hair looks amazing.
It's softer. It feels like it's
Yeah, and I didn't notice about the hair thing. And then I looked at my before and after pictures from my surgery. So in 4 weeks, I look at how long my hair has grown.
Oh
Wow.
my God, Nancy.
That's 4 weeks of hair growth. Is that not insane?
unreal.
I'm
That
wearing the
is-
exact same bra, the exact same, and that's how long my hair is now.
That is banana. So it
Okay.
also is good for dating life because you'll have soft hair
Yeah, soft hair
that
and less
doesn't shed
complaints.
and less complaints from the men.
I love that. I wanted to say, 90%, so we're made up of collagen, right? Your connective tissue, your joints, your organs, your gut lining, everything is made up of collagen. And, when you hit 25, every year you lose 1% of that collagen. So by 45, you've lost 20%, right? That's a lot of lost collagen. And people don't realize, people are like, oh, I want to take it because I want, the nice hair, skin, nails, and those things are amazing. But I always think, and I always say to people, imagine what's going on inside your body Imagine that. So if you can have these incredible results on the outside, like your inside is actually healing, you guys. It gets me all fired up because it is so amazing. And for someone like me, I have inflammation, fibromyalgia, PCOS, like health problems, right? And, you know, after just taking this after a week, I noticed that I was able to bend over like all the way and touch my toes. And I wasn't in pain every day I woke up. And now I don't have fibro flare-ups. I was having flare-ups every single week, and I still get them once in a while, but I was every week, you know, fighting this urge to want to just sleep all day and be in bed and be in pain. And I was miserable. So, you know, it just goes to show when you just invest in your health, like what can change in your quality of your life, right? So, I mean, this stuff is magic and it's done wonders for me.
And because pictures say 1,000 words, I'm going to share with you a couple pictures of people who have taken the collagen. So just give me a second here. Oops, sorry. Oh, geez. You guys in the technology. Okay, here we are. We're at the, okay, so here is a picture. Oh, sorry, for a minute. View slideshow. There we go. So this is Lori Allen. And I'll be honest, the first time I saw this slide, I was like, you know, we're all are. I'm like, is she a real person? Well, I've met Lori. She's amazing.
I was gonna say that's my best friend's butt, right?
I know.
I know it works.
I've met her and I've heard her share about it now. And it looks like somebody took an iron to her cellulite. And once again, obviously, if you think of what that's doing on the inside, and I've heard it being described as like WD-40 for your joints. And you can see just the skin texture and things like that. Pretty amazing. And Nancy, how, like, I mean, that is crazy about your hair, and your surgery recovery is going really well.
Yeah, it's amazing. Like, so healing, just so good.
Awesome. Anybody else for collagen, or do you want to move on to another product?
I'll share really quickly. So that was actually my aunt. That was her chin, and you can see like her wrinkles had like flattened out in like 7 days. But like the big thing for me is like there are so many different types of collagen on the market and in the industry. So it's really important to do your research to find out like, why is this one better than any other one? So a few things. So I am guilty. I used a powdered collagen from Costco for years. And what I didn't know is that I wasn't actually absorbing it. So those powdered collagens, our body can really only naturally absorb about 15% of them. Whereas if you have a liquid collagen like our own that has everything else in it for optimal absorption, for example, in our collagen, there is equivalent to eating 8 oranges, which what I didn't know is that in order to absorb supplements, your body needs high amounts of vitamin C. So therefore, if you like ever take one of those like B100 pills or whatever they're called, B whatever, and you pee out bright yellow or green, because you just peed out the entire supplement, you hardly absorbed anything, you peed it all out. So not only does ours have it right in it, but it has everything else right in it too. So our absorption rate for ours is like 90 to 95%. So you're not wasting any of it. You're using every little bit of it, and it's a super high potency. So it also has 10 grams of protein, 0 carbs, 0 sugar, 4,500 mcgs of biotin. My favorite thing, the very first ingredient is collagen peptides, hydrolyzed collagen peptides. If the first ingredient is not hydrolyzed or collagen in any sense, you're wasting your money. Like I will not take synthetic products. I will only take good, clean products going forward. I'll share a really quick story about my grandma because I love her and I could share about her all day. But 2 years ago, my grandfather passed away. And my grandmother chose to bury him like really short distance from the house, like a 10-15 minute walk. And about 6 months ago, she started being able, like her knees were bothering her so bad. So she wasn't walking up to have coffee with him in the morning. And after supper, going up to say goodnight and doing all those things. She just couldn't, her knees were aching. She had to get a drive up there. So I said, just try the collagen. And she's like, I don't believe in that stuff. I don't need that. That's a gimmick, blah, blah. But she took it because I said, just please, like, what do you have to lose? First, she took it to her doctor, and the doctor said, okay. And then, so she started taking it. Within a couple of days, 3 or 4 days went by, and I asked her, how's it doing? Oh, nothing. I don't notice anything yet, blah, blah, blah. And anyway, so I was like, I'm not even mentioning it to her anymore. So about a couple of weeks later, she's like running out So she says, I'm almost done that stuff you gave me. How do I get more? And I said, well, it's not working. Like, you don't really need to buy more. I just want you to try it. She says, well, I'm sleeping better and my knee's not aching me all the time. And I got the sewing machine out. And like, she starts going on about all these things she's doing. Anyways, she now has her 3 like neighbors and friends who are all using the collagen. She walks up to see my grandfather about 3 times a day, see my grandfather 3 times a day. And like, to me, that's everything, that she has her quality of life back, that like she has really bad arthritis in her knee. She was waiting for a knee replacement. She's able to do the things that 6 months ago, like we were worried about her. We were like, what is she going to do? She literally lives in the middle of nowhere. She lives with nobody. And like, we're like, she's just her mental health is gonna really bring her down. And now she's like up there with her walking poles 3 times a day. Like,
Amazing. So what one would you like to do us to do next, Nancy? Mojo or Focus?
I say Mojo.
Okay, we're gonna and this is great because my testimony for Mojo is when I called Nancy and I was like, yeah, and they have this like nootropic coffee, and Nancy was like, I've been looking for a nootropic drink, and I was like, a new can you explain what nootropics are? So I will get someone else to share a little bit more about the science behind nootropics, but I will say that I was like, do I really need a nootropic coffee? And Nicole was like, it is like happy. I look forward to it every day. And I suffer from anxiety and, worry. I'm going to call it worry, not depression. I am a worry wart. And I have noticed with the Mojo that I just have energy, and I have this, like, I want to wake up in the morning and I feel good. And I was actually noticing today, we both didn't sleep well last night, but I feel great. Like I don't feel like I'm crashing. I didn't need a nap. I feel good, and I feel like I have lots of energy. So that's Mojo is now one of my favorites. I look forward to it every morning. And I have to tell you, I was a coffee snob, so I was very skeptical of the Mojo. I have a coffee roaster down the road, and I was like, really? Like, I can smell the beans roasting. And so for me to switch from like my roast house coffee to this nootropic coffee, and now like there's just no switching back for me. I love it. So who would like to share a little bit about how this magic works?
you're up, Adrienne.
Okay. I didn't know since you did the last one. So Mojo is my absolute favorite product as well. It is full of B vitamins, ashwagandha, lion's mane mushroom. It helps so much with not only like that natural clean energy, but for me, it was the mental clarity, the ability to focus and be happy. Like, it is truly my happy every single morning. When I started taking it, I was in a really low place, emotionally just taxed with the pandemic. I'm a teacher. And so there was just a lot going on. My husband was getting ready to deploy. He's career Army here in here in the States. And he said, you need to find something that is going to help you get out of bed and help you, take care of our daughter, take care of yourself. And if you don't find something, I'm finding something for you. And that's when, actually, just with amazing timing, I discovered Trinot, and my first cup of Mojo. It sounds cliche. It really does. It sounds like hype. And I know some people are like, there's no way, but it's so true. My first cup of Mojo, by the time it was finished, I was dancing around my living room, singing The Greatest Showman, like literally doing all full out everything. Like I was in the movie. My husband and daughter were looking at each other like, what is she doing? And my husband actually said, I don't care what is in the mug. I don't care where you got it, how much it costs. I don't even care if it's legal. Like, just never run out of what is in that mug. And I haven't. And what really impresses me is a lot of times if you take supplements, that are not the quality that we have here, they will eventually start losing their potency, and you won't get the same effect after a certain amount of time. Here, I have had a Mojo every single morning for 2 years without missing it. And it works just as well now as it did the first time that I drank it. You can also, a lot of people ask, it is either chocolate or Brazilian coffee beans. It is tested for metals, heavy metals, molds, toxin, things like that. That is in a lot of coffee. So be aware and check out what you are actually putting into your body, because I did not know that. But it literally it just brings you back to life, and you can make it hot, you can make it cold. You can be your own barista. I make my coffee just like I would have normally. I drink ice. I'm an iced coffee junkie, and now it's an iced Mojo junkie. It's absolutely incredible. We also have something called Zest that is the same thing. If you're not a coffee or chocolate person, that is a lemonade base, but it does the same thing. It helps with your metabolism, mental clarity, focus, mood, energy. It's #1 product for me.
I've never been a coffee drinker at all. Like I never needed coffee, never nothing. But I can tell you, I get up in the morning and it doesn't matter how tired I am. 1 sip of Mojo and I'm like, okay, I can do today. And then like by the end of the cup, I'm like, all right, I got today. This is gonna be a great day. Like I'm fired up. I'm so excited. It like legit changes like my excitement and my energy level. I don't even know any other way to explain it. And when Adrienne said it sounds a little cliche, but she's like so right. The first time mine arrived, it was 7 o'clock at night, and I was like, I'm just gonna like try because I need to try something. I was so excited. Anyways, at 2:30 in the morning, my husband came out and he was like, what is wrong with you? Like, come to bed. Like, I had to like kitchen, like the Tupperware, the pantry, all the pots and pans, the bathroom clean. Like, my house was spotless. And he's like, what is wrong with you? Come to bed. And I was like, like, anyways, my warning, it should say like, do not consume after 5 p.m. because it just gives you so much energy, which is amazing. So I usually have 1 in the morning, and then I have a Zest mid-afternoon is like a mid-afternoon pick me up. I'm good to go.
So awesome. So we're just going to, I want to be conscious of people's times tonight. I'm just going to share one last product and a photo. And in the meantime, while I'm doing that, if Donna, if you have any questions, let us know. So the last one I'm going to talk about is Rejuvenate. This is a face cream. I just turned 40 and I have never had a skincare routine that I've actually done consistently, because there's like all these different steps and I'm like a no makeup kind of person. So this came out and I thought, you know what, I'm going to give it a try. And I'm going to show you pictures. My friend Beth just sent me hers, and I will show you that. And then we'll, oops. Oh, I keep doing the wrong thing. Sorry, guys. Okay, screen share. Here we go. Okay, I'm going to show you Beth. And then this is Samantha over here. So this is my friend Beth, and she has psoriasis in her ears and on her face. And like you can just see a difference. So this was just from October 15th to November 22nd. And she said the psoriasis is disappearing, and she was just thrilled to see the difference. So those are a few of our products, but I am wanting to hear from you, Donna. Which one were you most excited to hear about today?
Well, Nancy kind of told me about, the collagen, because she was telling me how good that was working for her, and the digestive enzymes. So something that's going to help with joints, and I guess both of those would kind of help with the joints. I did go on the website and looked at a whole few other ones, and I can't remember what the other one was. I was thinking I might gonna buy too.
Optimize or
Optimize. Yeah, Optimize.
Well, we can share a little bit about that one since you're interested. So I'll share what I know about it. It was developed, I believe, for Steve Nash, and it is great for recovery. I know Nicole's mom takes it, and it has been great for her pain. My ex-husband actually just got it. He has chronic pain and he's a construction worker. Nicole, do you want to share about Optimize?
Sure. So I actually use it as like, if I have a headache, like because it has turmeric in it and some other things that will help with inflammation. So if I get a headache, I always will take that. And I don't take any Tylenol, anything like that. Just Optimize, it goes away. But one thing, so it's a proteolytic enzyme. And so one thing I'll just share about my mom was her knees have been bothering her so bad. She went for x-rays and they just said it's arthritis, like nothing you can do about it.
Yeah,
So
what I
she
get.
started to be Optimize, and this was in the summer, and her knee pain like went away completely. So anyways, she about a month ago, she's like, you know, Adam, I'm gonna just, I don't know if I need this right now. Like so she decided to stop taking it. About 2 weeks later, she was like, she noticed it was starting to come back, and she was like, oh yeah. So she ordered some, and so anyway, she noticed it was like, okay, maybe I do need it. So she decided to go for a walk, which she usually does like every day. Anyways, she hadn't gone for a couple days. She went for a walk, a 5K walk. She was like in so much pain. She thought she was gonna have to call my stepdad to come get her. She was almost in tears. Her knee was hurting her so bad and like just throbbing. And it's the same pain she used to have back in the summer. Anyway, she said, do you have any Optimize? Like, I have like some coming, but it's not gonna be here for another week. Gave her some Optimize. Next day, knee pain gone.
Yeah.
Yes,
Amazing.
I have another friend who wears a knee brace to work. She had a bad knee, started wearing her knee brace to work like 2 or 3 years ago. She no longer needs it. She takes Glow, Enrich, and the Optimize. She doesn't ever wear a knee brace anymore. Like it's crazy, like what it's done for people who have had any type of pain.
Okay.
And I've
Is there
heard
one-
it's like Pac-Man for the rogue proteins in your body. So it just like really gets the inflammation
Oh,
and gets
okay.
you recovering quickly.
Okay, was there one called Renew, I think?
Yes.
What was that
Renew
one?
is the antioxidant. Adrian, do you want to maybe talk about the Renew?
I was just sitting right here so I can take it, actually. I was doing my nighttime routine while we're here. So the Renew is like a supercharged vitamin E, and it is really great for like full cellular rejuvenation. Like I truly believe everyone needs to have this because it's from the annatto tree in the Amazonian rainforest. Like it is not your normal vitamin E. So what the best benefit is that it helps so much with free radicals and antioxidant support. So it is, if you have, for me, I'm 40, almost 48. And so for me, it has helped a ton with my eyesight. My prescription for my lenses actually has gone down, and
Yeah.
my optometrist was just dumbfounded, like absolutely dumbfounded. But also with like hot flashes and things like that, hormone regulation, this is really, really incredible.
Well, I'm 59 years old, so I already gone through that, but yeah, that'd be good.
It helps with all the things. I think it's just one of those things like Optimize that everyone can use in their daily routine.
Okay.
Because I know for right now, for my recovery, like Glow, I'm taking double the amount with my recovery, taking Optimize daily, and I'm taking Renew daily and digestive enzymes anytime I eat anything. That's like and I cannot, like my surgeon's amazed at how like little, like I do have swelling, but not comparable to what other people get. My bruising, because I had lipo on the side, he hardly any, well, none really. Yeah, just like blown away with where I am. So that's a bonus.
Yeah. Well,
So
that's good.
And our, I don't think we mentioned it, but our collagen, the Glow, was actually originally formulated and used in hospitals for wound care. That's where it originated before it was in distribution with Trinot. So it is so much more powerful than any collagen on the planet. I truly believe that everyone, if you add one thing, that our collagen can help with so many things. It has helped me. I have a bulging disc in my back, and I had chronic pain for 12 to 15 years. I lost track at some point. I was supposed to have a surgery, refused to do it. had sciatic nerve pain all the way down my leg. I mean, it was debilitating. I started our collagen for vanity reasons, for wrinkles and hair and things. But 5 days after starting our collagen, since then, for over a year and a half, I have not had any issues or trouble with my bulging disc or sciatic nerve pain,
Wow.
just with 5 days of using our glow. That's how potent it is. It truly
Wow.
is incredible.
Yeah, I have back issues. I've had a major herniated disc in L5 S1, so could have used that before. But I still have other issues along my back and my lots of headaches and stuff. So
That and Optimize will be your 2 new BFFs.
okay, good. Wrote that down. Well,
Amazing.
that sounds good.
Well, Nancy will reach out to you if you have any other questions, let us know. And I just really want to thank Nikki and Adrian and Nicole, and most of all, Nancy, for being here tonight, and Donna, for you for being here tonight and being so amazing with us all. So
Oh,
thank
thank
you
you.
so much. Happy Sunday night, everyone, and we'll talk to you soon.
Thank
Okay.
you guys.
Thank you, Nancy. Thank you.
Thanks, Donna. Take care, guys.
Bye.